29-year-old Alexis Wright was busted in Maine for turning her Zumba studio into a brothel. Okay, and the brothel only had one prostitute, that was Alexis Wright. And it was like this huge scandal in Maine because no one had seen it coming, okay?
I thought you were going to say because nobody's had sex in Maine for years. They're like, what in the world is going on? I like this. It's such a Maine thing. Like, it's a brothel. It's just one lady.
It's one lady.
It's the world's smallest brothel.
Yeah, it is the world's smallest brothel. Actually, I don't know. There might be smaller ones. You never know.
Like a little lady?
Or less clients. I mean, she had a ton of clients.
Yeah, so because she's one of the few hookers in Maine.
Yeah. So, okay. So basically what happened was she would legitimately teach like Zumba classes, right? People would get hot and sweaty. And then after their Zumba classes, like, you know, she would solicit her, there she is. Solicit
the male clientele?
Yeah, her male clientele. But it turns out that not only was there a husband on that list, several husbands on that list, but his wife was also on the client list.
So there was one guy who was having sex with her.
Yes.
And his wife turned out to also be having sex with her?
Yes. So let me.
That's hot, man.
Let me clarify something. At
first,
you want
to talk about Zumba.
Well, at first, when I read this story, I thought that they didn't know about each other. Right?
That would have been even cooler.
That would have been cooler. There was an article written that made it seem like that, but that's not the case. I don't know for sure, okay? So there's still a possibility that they didn't know about each other, but other reports took that part out. So I'm not sure. Maybe they did know about each other. They went in together, had a little private Zumba sesh with Wright.
Man, bless her heart. She should be given an award.
But here's where she went wrong, okay? So you guys know what my stance is on prostitution. I think we should legalize and regulate it. But what she did wrong is she would videotape some of her clients having sex with her without them knowing about it.
No, yeah, that's totally uncool. She should be arrested for that. The rest, let her go. Okay.
Look, her clients are being named. That's another thing I don't agree with.
Yeah. Look, I think it should be legal. So, of course, there's no sense in embarrassing the clients here and stuff. And if a husband and a wife wanted to do something together with her, that's great. It's terrific. They're spicing up their marriage. It's not, I mean, we might not choose to do that, but the fact that they're choosing to do that, I think doesn't speak badly of them at all. I think it speaks probably pretty well of them. And so just outside the videotaping, let everybody go. And the other thing I'm curious about is what percentage of men did she succeed with, right? Because after she Zumbas up next to you and says, oh, by the way, for an extra whatever it is, $100, I don't know what it is, right? You can also have sex with me.
Okay,
the percentage must have been pretty high.
Here's my speculation, okay? My speculation is 100% of them because, hold on, stop. No, it's not too much. It's not too much. And the reason why I say that is because men don't Zumba, okay? Very few do. By the way, here is a video that she put online.
If it's not 100%, it's like 98%.
I'm telling you.
Which guys are like, you know what, I'm gonna pass. No, okay, putting the kidding aside, it probably worked a decent percentage of the time, but of course a lot of guys would say no.
I don't believe that was Zumba, but no. But the thing that I'm saying is, guys don't like go out there looking for a Zumba class to go to. I'm sure few do. I know it's a gross generalization, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna pretend like some guys really are into Zumba. But I'm saying like that clientele, that Zumba clientele wasn't there for the freaking Zumba, right? They heard it was word of mouth that, you know, she was offering other services. And look, I think that her business model was genius. Aside from videotaping people like that, which I'm 100% against, it's the perfect idea because you go to Zumba, I can't tell you how good you feel after Zumba, right? You have the endorphins going.
Especially after this one.
You just feel real good. And you feel sexy because a lot of the moves have to do with like, you know, gyrating and moving.
No. I want to apologize for being so unbelievably naive here until you straighten me out. Of course, no, they were pretending to go to Zumba. Everybody knew she was a hooker. Of course! I'm sitting here thinking guys went to Zumba, and they're like, oh, it turns out you're a hooker, yeah. So you're right, this is the guys knew. Of course it worked with 100% of the guys. Because they went there for that.
Yeah.